Clothes, looks, and color, they don't define us. Namaste parents. Today we will talk about something that we all encounter some or the other time, the peer pressure. And especially we'll talk about how our children deal with it or how we as parents can help them deal with it. Peer pressure is natural. It is part of growing up. Every child, some or the other point, is going to face it or experience it. Basically, what is it? Every child trying to fit in, every child trying to be accepted, appreciated, acknowledged. And that is where this peer pressure seeps in, and the child slowly is wanting to change his behavior, is wanting to change his style of clothing, or is demanding a certain brand, or is not very happy looking at his or her own color of the skin. So how did you feel when you saw this change in behavior, style, or doubt in your child? So let us together identify small little tips, ways how we can help our children navigate this part of their growing up. Celebrate individuality. Every child is unique in something or the other. So as parents, we have to identify those things. We have to nurture those qualities in our children. And they can be kindness, they can be truthfulness, or they being good in any sport, or they being good in any subject. So when the child starts focusing on these areas, then clothes, color, and looks, they don't matter that much. So let us identify the uniqueness and celebrate and keep reminding our children for those things and make them the bigger part of their growing up. So while we do this, we also have to be very, very mindful of what we are showcasing at home, because our children mirror whatever happens at home. A lot of times, unknowingly. Let me take an example of a mother. A lot of times we mothers, we say that, oh, I'm not looking good in this sari, or my hair is not looking nice. I don't like myself like this. Remember, these statements children capture very fast. And that's how they start relating that if my hair is not looking nice, I'm not looking nice. So we'll have to change the narrative. Look for the good and not for which is not worth talking about. Teach them gratitude. Again, tell them stories of people who have made it very big, like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Came from a very humble background, and see what he made out of himself. So again, emphasize on things that can really make a difference in our growing up. That way, the focus of looks, clothes, color will fade out of their life. The other thing that we can teach our children is to stand up for themselves. We have to teach them to say no very politely, gently, and kindly. For example, if someone makes a comment that your dress doesn't look nice, our children should be able to stand up and say, oh, really? I like it this way. But with a lot of kindness. So that way they will know that how to take criticism and stand up for yourself. We also need to boost their confidence. We'll have to guide them the areas where they can really excel, where they can put a lot of hard work, and that will make them stand out. And again, they will not focus on how do they look when the entire school will be clapping for them for their achievements. Looks won't matter at that moment. Lastly, we can also teach them what kind of circle of friends they can make. If there is someone who's always talking about clothes or someone who's talking about looks, maybe we can tell our child to either change the narrative or to step away from this kind of a circle, because that slowly will build peer pressure. So we have to teach our child to have good, progressive friends. Lastly, dear parents, remember that our children see the world through our eyes. So show them a different world, show them that they matter a lot and they are unique, and let's celebrate their uniqueness. These peer pressures will have no place in their life, and they'll be able to deal with any kind of pressure that comes their way. So with this, happy parenting.